Hey friends, Patrick here. Welcome to this short tutorial about the options pattern. Now, what is that? Well, maybe you already used the app settings JSON file in your web API, for instance, where you, put some settings in there like a connection string or anything you can think of in essence. And now to make it a bit cleaner to access these settings from your app settings JSON file, instead of just using the IConfiguration, you know what I mean, right? There is also the iOptions interface. So this is something you can use. Pretty handy because this is also then strongly typed. So again, cleaner, better practice. And this is what we're going to do in this tutorial. And if you like what you see in this video and learned something, then I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button and maybe even subscribe to my channel. It does make a difference. Thank you so much for that. And also thank you so much to all my patrons. I love you guys forever. And if you want to support me too, check out the link in the video description, and there you'll find my Patreon page. Thank you very much. And now let's start with the options pattern. All right, now what do we have here so far? We have a simple .NET 8 web API project with our typical program CS. All right, nothing special here so far. We have app settings, and here already comes in the magic, right? Because you probably also already know the IConfiguration class, or the interface rather, and you would use the IConfiguration to probably access the app settings here. Maybe you know this more for the default connection of a connection string. In this example, I wanted to play around with player settings. So there is a character or a player with a certain health value, strength, and intelligence, and I want to access that. For that, I'm using a controller. I know, old school, but I still love controllers. And how would you do that? Well, maybe we can do something like that. So private read-only, IConfiguration, call this also config. And here now we say create a constructor with exactly that thing. And then we create an endpoint. So public action result maybe get player settings. And here now you just say return OK, and then configuration get section, and then we have to write player settings. All right, so this is not strongly typed. We also add the HTTP get here. There it was already like that. Let's run this and see what's happening here. There we are. We have our endpoint. We hit execute and we get our, well, what's that? Not really what we want, right? So what would we have to do is, for instance, when we want a specific value, then here, let's just say player settings health, reset the application, and now we get the key health and the value 100. So you see, it's not only tedious work. I know you should actually use the get value method here probably, but it is still tedious to get all the values here if you want to return them in this example, and it is not strongly typed. So if you have one little typo here, this does not work. All right, so there is a better way, and this is where the options pattern comes in. And in essence, this simply means you create a class for your player settings and then use this class for your configuration and kinda map the section from your app settings JSON here to your class. So then it will be strongly typed, and you register this thing only once in the program CS. And again, baby currently in the baby sling if you hear some funny noises. Real quick, I'm currently creating a .NET 8 Web Dev Jumpstart course, which will be available for free. We're going to have a look at web APIs and entity framework there, for instance. And if you want to be the first to know when this thing is available, then I recommend just check out the link in the video description, and I will send you an email when you can get it. So scroll a bit further down, and then you know what to do. And now let's continue with the tutorial. Anyway, so the first thing we can do here is create our player settings class. So add new item player settings. There we are. And here we've got our health, we've got our strength, and also intelligence. Then re-register this configuration. So we go to the program CS, and maybe down here we say builder services, not add controllers, configure, and then player settings. And here you access the app settings JSON with configuration get section and then almost player settings. All right, so this is the only time where you have to really put this. That's it. And now here in the controller, what we do is we have the player settings here and choose that name, but let me just put this here. Instead of now player settings or IConfiguration, we choose IOptions actually with the player settings type, and then call this here also, well, let me just rename this player settings like that. And in the end also choose the value. So as you can see it here, this is now the default configured player settings instance. And now when we want to get the player settings, we simply return them. So here, player settings, and that's it. You restart the application. There we are. We hit try it out, hit execute, and we get the real stuff. This is what we want, the health, strength, and intelligence. And if you want a certain value, for instance, only the health of our character or player, probably the initial health, right? So then that'll be get player health, and here then player settings health, or if you want that in an object, then you say new health is player settings health, like that. Save everything and restart. There we are. Here again, all our settings, and here regarding the health, try this out, execute our object with the health. That's it. This is how you implement the options pattern, and instead of the configuration, use the IOptions here. And if you learned something and you like this tutorial, I would be really happy if you hit the like button, maybe even subscribe to my channel. Show me that you care. It does make a difference. Thank you very much. And thank you so much to all my patrons. I love every single one of you. If you want to support me too, check out the link in the video description below. And now I can only say thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Take care.